This is Dolynny TV, and guys, a big welcome back to the Edmonton Oilers franchise mode here in NHL 18. Today we're going past the trade deadline, and you don't want to miss a second of that. Just kidding. Because you know what? The Oilers didn't actually make any real impactful trade deadline moves this year. And I think I'm going to wait to make any moves into the offseason, see what we've got with this team. I don't want to blow up the core too much. I want to see what we got and kind of let things be, because we have new additions to the lineup. We added 3 new guys this year in a trade already with Detroit. Dylan Larkin, Anthony. I ain't even going to try because there's one of you guys that'll make fun of me. And I'll just leave it until you correct me in the comments section. And it's a CU, I think is how it's pronounced, but I don't want to go too wrong. Franz Nielsen as well, and then the bottom line, the fourth line, getting it done. Drake Caggiula has actually been a beauty. So is Jujhar Khaira, and Pontus Aberg. Not too bad on the fourth line for us. The defense, that's what I was showing you to begin with. We have moved things around a little bit. Darnell Nurse, Matt Benning up there with Adam Larsson, and then Oscar Klefbom getting it done for us with 31 points on the back end and a +6. So ultimately what I would like to do is trade for a goaltender, but we're going to let Cam Talbot finish out the year, get rid of him in the offseason, maybe draft a goaltender, see what Stuart Skinner's like, and then we should be good to keep going. So right now we're at the deadline. We are currently 3 points back of a playoff spot, so a lot better position for the Oilers to be in than we were in last year. And guys, with that, I want to come stop this opening of the video and talk to you guys right now. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're returning or you're still new, hit that like button as well. I want to make sure we get up to 15 likes today, because I am working the phones right now, trying to figure out some interviews to talk NHL 19, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe not to miss that. Like I mentioned, if you're new to the channel, just tuning in for the first time today. So we go into February here, and then into March, and we will go the next, what, 5, 6, 7 games. Let's see what it does for us. Against Anaheim, we're going to need a big victory there. Trade deadline, you know what? We're fine with the trade deadline. Jeff Petrie for a 2nd and a 6th round pick. Now, Jeff Petrie, the problem is $5.5 million in cap, and here's the other issue. We've already traded away our 1st round pick for this year. So we can't afford to go into the draft with just a 2nd rounder. That's not going to work for me. We're going to decline that trade, get a 4-1 win, and then a 6-3 victory. So all of a sudden we're rolling. Lose that one. Needed to lose in overtime there, but get the bounce back victory against New York. And we're starting to turn the page, maybe. I don't know. That is a weird little combination we just saw there. A couple of big victories. We did lose to Nashville. They're a good team this year. We know that. Keep current prices. Yes, we'll keep the current prices on ticket sales, and we'll continue the season ticket drive. We lose that one 3-1 to Arizona. They're also a good team this year. Just keep that in mind. We're 30, 28, and 8 on the year. That's not going to get us into a playoff spot quite yet, as we're actually 1 point back, 4 points back of a secure playoff spot in that 4th spot, as Connor McDavid's 65 points on the season. He's doing his thing. You know, don't worry about it. It's Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Dylan Larkin turning the page, 50 points now on the season. Nugent Hopkins 47, Strome 46, Camilleri up to 36, Nielsen up to 33, and at the CU, told ya, up to 25 as well. And yes, he Puljujärvi doing it. So okay, all of a sudden this team's offense is coming around beautifully. Chris Russell, Ethan Bear up to 3 points, so he got some points this year. Zach Kassian doing okay. And Matt Benning, Adam Larsson, and Darnell Nurse up to 15 points suddenly. You put him with Oscar Klefbom, and he gets the points. Klefbom up, like I mentioned, to 33. So we're getting the job done a little bit here. I really like the way the lines are rolling. What I'm going to do actually is, because I want to see what Slepyshev can do in terms of joining the lines. See Caggiula, 23 points, and Aberg 18. We'll plug in Mr. Slepyshev and see what he can do for a couple games. Just switch it up on the 4th line and see if Slepyshev, Caggiula, and Khaira can get a little bit extra offense for us. Slepyshev does have a point in 1 game played this year, so it's time to get Slepyshev in the rest of the way home. and see what this team can do against New York, Minnesota, Calgary. See what happens here, and we'll go all the way up until the Ottawa game on the 22nd of March. A 3-2 shootout win, so that's a huge victory. 2-1 victory, all right. 2 2-goal wins. 5-2 loss, and then another 2-goal win. I see what this is doing, all right. 5-goal loss, 5-goal loss. Anytime they score 5, we're going to lose. But we end up positive on the end with 34 wins, 30 losses, and 9 overtime losses. So this is going to come down to the wire. And this is the end of the season episode. So you got to see how this pans out. 73 games played, 71 points for Connor McDavid, and a playoff spot for the Edmonton Oilers. Ooh, that feels really good. That feels really nice to say after all this crazy, hectic season it has been. Strome got some points, and let's see how Slepyshev doing. Only 1 point in 9 games played. Yeah, that ain't going to work for me. We're going to move... Actually, you know what? Hold on. We're going to let Slepyshev play on the third line. Let's go screw that around a little bit. Let's go see what this team can do. Slepyshev will move him up in terms of Anastasiju. Why do I even try? Well, I'm just saying, why do I even try? We're going to get him up there with Ryan Strome, who's had 50 points, and Franz Nielsen, who's had 35, and see what they can do on the fourth line. Slepyshev going in there, hopefully getting the job done and getting us a playoff spot. How about that? Let's see how it pans out. I have a feeling Slepyshev's going to come in. We should have probably kept Aberg in realistically, but Slepyshev, 1.9 games played. Can't blame him quite yet. So we'll go up until this Vancouver game. This will tell us how the season's going to go. 5-2 loss, so we need to win quite a few of our next ones, and there you go. That's exactly what's happening now. We are losing out the rest of the way home. I figured something might be up. And who do we have rest of the world? We have 13 goalie prospects in the rest of the world. Ooh, oh boy, we better go scout that for sure. 4-2 win there. Come on, Columbus. Shootout loss, I'll take it. So that leaves us with 5 games to go. We can get to a potential of 40 victories to end the year. That's it. So we're going to need to squeak into the playoffs quickly. Vegas and San Jose tied with 82 points in the wildcard spots. Okay. And we've got 80. So we have games against Vegas. And I believe a game against Vancouver's or against Sharks. I don't think so. Never mind. Let's check the standings. Let's see where these guys are at in the Central Division. They are at 79, 77 points. So we're ahead of the Pacific or Central. So if we can get to the 4 or 5 spot in the Pacific, we should be good to go. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's go find out what these lines can do for us. Mix it up, match it up a little bit. Dylan Larkin, how you been doing? 16-39. We're going to get Nugent Hopkins up there. He started the year. He'll finish the year on the top line. Slepyshev, 2 goals, 2 assists. So I like that. Slepyshev all of a sudden 4 points. It's been useful. All right. Let's go get this done. 5 games to go. Connor McDavid, 73 points on the season. He's fallen back. So it's time to get Nugie up there for him and see what we can do. We'll go 1 game at a time. Simulate through against Vancouver. A 4-2 loss. I think that all but dooms us. But we'll keep a PMA and see what happens here against Calgary on the 31st. That is a victory, 6-1. Okay, 6-1 victory against Minnesota. And then we'll check the standings once again. 5-0 victory. All right, 2-1 on this stretch. Let's see where that puts us. Come on, tell me a playoff spot. Tell me a playoff spot. Ho ho, boys, by 2 points. So we have 2 games to go, and we are in a playoff spot by 2 points. So we can move up to San Jose if we can see them lose. We're against Vegas. This is a big 2 points on the line against Vegas. Let's go see what happens here against Vegas. The last game of the year upcoming. Whew. 5-2. That should secure us a playoff spot. What are we talking about? Playoffs. Heck yes. So we are in and in. 86 points. Vegas Golden Knights fall. 81 games on the schedule it took to eliminate them. And we won 5-2. So now it's against Vancouver. We'll go simulate this game here and see what we can do. If we can finish with 39 victories, we can. That is a playoff spot for the Edmonton Oilers. in the Pacific Division. We'll face the Central Division team, or will we face... No. Heck yes, look at that. How about that? We will face the top team in the Pacific, I believe, unless... Yes, we will face the Calgary Flames. Battle of Alberta to open the first round of the playoffs. I'll take it. That looks like a beautiful, beautiful time for sure. Draisaitl finishes with 66 points. Strome somehow has 61 points on the season. Larkin 60, Nuge 60. So we had 5 guys score 60 points. That's huge. Franz Nielsen 44. Mike Camilleri 23 goals, 43 points. Also Clefbaum 40 points. Kajula 31 and Anastasiou 31. Puliarvi 29. Kara 24. Nurse 19. Aberg in 55 games played, 18 points. Larson, Benning, Slepshaw had 8 in 18. We'll take him for that. And Ethan Bear still at 3 points. Chris Russell managed, well, 2 assists. Classic. How'd the goaltending hold up? Well, the goaltending ended up panning out very well for us towards the end of the year. Montoya and Talbot finished with above 910 save percentages and below 2.75 goals against averages. Beauties, beauties, absolute beauties, boys. And they both picked up assists this year. Good for them, good for them. And shutouts, where do we have shutouts? Can't see any shutouts. Shutouts, right there, 3 each. Go figure. So each goaltender gets 3 shutouts on the season, and we will face, I believe it's the Calgary Flames. Let's go check this out quickly and see where we're going with this. Simulate through. And what a finish it was to get us into a playoff spot. My controller's been disconnected. That'll prolong the video an extra few seconds here as we try to figure out where's my wire. And there we go. All right, simulate through day, and we will face Calgary. Right there. There you go. So the AHL regular season has ended, and we will get the owner goals evaluated. Likely to be within 1.5 mil of the player salary budget. I set of 68 million. We passed. All right. We got an extra 25,000 to the budget. I like it. So here's how it's going to go, boys. We're going to live stream the playoffs. If you've been following my Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode, you'd know that's what I've been doing there. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some NHL 18 live streams on Dolynny TV in the middle of friggin' June. Let's go. Let's get some. I will catch you guys in the next one. As always, I'm Tyson. I am up on out of here.